So you just completed the business structure questionnaire and received a few focus areas to help guide your next steps in research. We wanted to show you how your results stacked up against the last 30 years of trends in the United States. So I'm going to quickly break down this chart and provide some insights and fun facts about the business structures that we think you'll find interesting. This chart shows the number of business structures filing taxes each year, so current businesses, broken out by type, and shows trend lines starting 1980 on the left and progressing to 2015 on the right. You can clearly see the decline of legacy structures such as C Corp and partnerships, while the boom of entrepreneurship was clearly evident. One thing to note here is LLCs really didn't come into play until 1990, and I'll touch on why in a bit. This chart clearly shows how trends pivoted in the 90s and never looked back. There is one business structure that is not pictured on this chart. Do you remember all 5 and which one is missing? It's such an impressive trend line that it couldn't fit on this chart. It's sole proprietorship. This is by far the most impressive trend line and the reason why we are focusing on the top 3 most used structures in today's presentation. People are creating and carving out niches in the business world to work for themselves and are realizing benefits. Sole proprietorship is eclipsing the other trend lines and sitting just shy of 30 million businesses nationwide. Next, let's chat about some insights about these trend lines and some fun facts to help put these lines in perspective. So let's start with what defines a small business. It's capped at 500 employees or less to be in this category. And so whenever you hear small businesses or SMB, keep that in mind. Over 500,000 new businesses ranging in business structure start each month. Over half of small businesses are home-based, which makes a lot of sense given the impressive sole proprietorship line we just saw. Remember, when we were looking at the chart earlier, I noted LLCs not coming into the picture until later. Well, they had a 15-year catch-up to S-Corps. So the reason behind that was IRS adopted this new ruling that allowed businesses organized as LLCs to decide if they'd like to be taxed as partnerships or corporations. So it really gave the power back to the owners, and it clearly caught on. Our hunch is the constant climb of sole proprietorships, that impressive trend line we just saw on the chart, is due to new types of on-demand services, and namely ride-sharing companies like Uber and Lyft companies coming to the picture. Now, time for some fun facts. So over 50% of the U.S. works for small businesses, so less than 500 employees, like we just mentioned. And since 1995, small businesses were the source of over 65% of newly created jobs. Some examples of these small businesses would be, say, beauty salons, dry cleaners, that kind of thing, and these really took off in 2011. 3/4 of businesses are non-employer, which means no other employees except for the owner. Again, reinforcing that strong sole proprietorship line. The annual take-home revenue for these small businesses is $44,000. So remember, this is normalized across the U.S., so this is actually an impressive figure. And lastly, some viability stats. So 7 out of 10 new employer firms survive at least 2 years. So almost everybody survives 2 years. Half last 5 years, a third last 10 years, and a fourth stay in business for 15 years plus. So they don't last forever, but these numbers include everything from starting a lawn mowing business to clothing manufacturing, website design, all with built-in lifespans as you'd think. Next, Anthony will walk us through what we covered today.
Today, we introduced you to the 5 major business structures. We took a closer look at the 3 most common and beneficial business structure for beginning entrepreneurs: sole proprietorship, LLC, and S-Corp. Next, you completed a questionnaire that provided you with some insights in your future business structure decision making. And finally, we took a quick look at how businesses have developed over the past 30 years. For additional details, please see our website, goldenstateconsulting.wordpress.com. Please use the link provided when you close this video. There, you will find detailed checklists on each business structure type, along with hyperlinks to help you accomplish each task. Thank you for attending our seminar. If you'd like to sign up for a consultation, please see our website. We wish you the best of luck in your future success.